Hello, my 4B friends. Happy asynchronous day, oh my goodness. So I hope that you have been having a wonderful day. I miss you so much. I'm excited to see you on Monday. Today, I thought that we could start our activities off with some calendar, and then we'll jump into our fractions. We're going to be doing some more fractions today, cutting things into halves or cutting things into fourths. So we are going to be doing a lot with our fractions. We'll be finishing them up today, and next week we'll be starting something new in math. So I'm really excited. But until then, let's get some calendar underway, shall we? Can you spell share? Let's see, I'm going to share my screen. Ready? Share. Share. SH makes the sh digraph. Long A, and then it works with R to make that air sound. But what's helping the A say its name? That's silent E, right? So we've spelled share, and of course, if we were in class, I'd ask you to PIN pin it. So let's look at today's calendar. Everyone's kind of my student helper today, huh? It is still March. Yesterday, we had our, sorry. I guess I must have put it on the wrong one. Yesterday, we had our last short Wednesday where everyone's together. We'll be starting off with everyone together on the 15th too, but it was interesting to have that part of our school year ending, and we'll be starting something new next week. So if yesterday was Wednesday, the middle of the week, it was the 10th, add one more to that day. 10 plus 1 is March 11th, right? March 11th, because we're counting the order of the days. 2000 and what? 21. Tomorrow, you will not have school. Ms. Remitz will be here, and I'll be learning some cool things that I can teach you for the rest of the year. I'll have a lot of fun with that. Well, you can see I had the star or the sun on this little guy. Next week, we are going to be celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Your homework will be to make a trap, so start collecting materials, friends. And also next week, we'll have the first day of spring. That's going to be a lot of fun, huh? Well, let's talk about days in school. As you know, Ms. Remitz shrunk it a little bit so that we could see easily. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Ooh, and if I know 5 plus 5 equals 10, that must mean that 50 plus 50 equals 100. So look, you can skip count by 50s now. 50, 100, 110. Adding 5, right? So it goes to a 10 to 1 and a 5 is 15, 16, and let's add one more for today, 117. 100, 110, and 7, there we go, 7 ones. Now, obviously, I'm filming this not on Thursday, so I don't know what that's looking like, but so our weathers are going to be a little different. But I want you to go to your window and see what is the temperature like. I know it's starting to get warmer slowly but surely, right? And spring's coming soon. So is it a cold day, or is it starting to be a little cool, maybe even warm, right? Is it a cloudy and rainy day, or a partly sunny or sunny day? How's the wind like? Maybe let me know in the comments below, depending on when you're watching this video. That's all I have for you for calendar today, my friends. We are going to also now jump into learning about fractions. So what you're going to need for our fraction lesson is, whoa, almost dropped the paper, is your math book. We've been doing a lot of breaking up different shapes into fractions, right? So we're going to be doing that again today. So go ahead and grab your book. What you're also going to need, though, let's see if I have mine here. Yes, I do. Okay, phew. You're also going to need your whiteboard. I'm curious to see how quick images goes asynchronously. Let's get started. Okay, so this is a little different of how we normally do quick images. Instead of me drawing something for you, I want you to draw something for me. Using your whiteboard or a piece of paper, I want you to draw two circles, okay? So I'm drawing one circle, I'm drawing another circle, kind of as if I was drawing a face, right? You can keep that there if you want. What I want you to do is I want you to think to yourself. You can cap your marker. I want to play a little would you rather. This is what we're doing for our quick images. We're drawing something rather than me showing you it and you have to draw it real quick. We're quickly going to have an image or drawing discussion. Would you rather have, if I gave you a cookie, right? And it's okay if you're maybe allergic or something, say you can eat this cookie. What if I gave you a cookie? Would you rather have half of the cookie or 1/4 of the cookie? Would you rather have half of the cookie or 1/4 of the cookie? This is how we're going to be finishing up our fractions from last week and this week. So we've gotten a little bit of fractions under our belt. We know a little bit about it. We'll learn more in second grade, but now that we've talked a bit about fractions, I'm curious. If you had a cookie, would you want half of it or 1/4 of it? Now, if you've already made a decision, I want you to keep that there. And maybe you can type it of what you thought or if you changed your mind. But I want you to take your marker and using both circles, I want you to show 1/2. So this will be the half. And I want you to show me 1/4, okay? So you could cut the shape into half or into fourths, and then maybe shade in what you'd get, right? So hopefully you've made your decision by now. Maybe you want a half, or maybe you want a 1/4 because 4 is a bigger number than half, which is cutting things into 2 pieces. Or maybe you think that half is the bigger chunk, right? So let's think you want the most cookie. Which one would you rather have? So when we're cutting in half, we're cutting it into 2 pieces, right? So hopefully you're as straight as you can be with your line. It's okay if you're a little wonky, because we don't have any lines to trace here. And with a 1/4, you have 4 different pieces that you're cutting in here. I decided to cut straight down for my half. You could have done sideways or diagonally. And then for my 1/4, I did that little cross, right? So if you're getting half of a cookie, you're getting this chunk. If you're getting 1/4 of a cookie, you're getting this chunk, or well, really any chunk. So even though you can see here, you're probably already going, oh, why did I say a 1/4? If you maybe said a 1/4, or you're like, yes, I said a half. I would rather have 1/2 because I'm getting 1 of the 2 pieces. Or here I'm getting 1 of the 4 pieces. This is how you write a fraction. Now, this is how you would use it in math class when you'll write fractions more in second grade. But you can see that when the number gets bigger, the pieces get smaller because look, you have to give it to more people. If I were to even erase this circle and instead of making it 4ths, what if I cut it up even more? So I cut it into 4ths, and then I cut it even more. Oh my goodness, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the number 8 is bigger than 2. So normally I'd be like, ooh, I want 1/8 of my cookie. But look, the more people you have to give pieces to, the smaller the piece gets. I would only get 1 of these little slivers, 1 of the 8 pieces. So even though the number might look bigger at the bottom, that means there's just more pieces and therefore they get smaller. So the answer is you would want a half of a cookie. Now, don't give me any of that, oh, well, Miss Rimmets, I don't have a sweet tooth right now. I would rather have chips than a cookie. Now, this is just a fun game. I want you to know, my friends, that the smaller the number in a fraction, the bigger the pieces that you'll get. So knowing that, let's talk a little bit more about our fractions. Today, you're going to need your own workbook, and I want you to turn to page 193 and 197, okay? Those are 2 numbers, so I'll show you them both on our pages. Today, you're going to do these 2 parts of your fraction book, okay, of your workbook. They're all fraction pages. So let's look at them. So remember, when you're looking to turn to a page, there's a red number at the bottom. So you're looking for pages 193, 197. Okay, those are the 2 pages that we'll be flipping for. Let's see. Oh, I'm in the 200s. 201. Oh, I'm so close. There's 197. There we go. 193. So what you've already been working on this week is taking your rugs or your pizzas and cutting them up into fourths. So we've already talked a little bit about halves at the beginning of our week, and now we're going to be talking about fourths, right? So we had halves, so maybe we had our rectangle, or we had our square, or we had our circle. And when we were cutting them in half, we were making it so that they had two pieces, right? We had one piece, two piece, one piece, two piece, one piece, two piece. But the thing is, they were the same size, right? So we have the same equal pieces for our rectangle. We have equal pieces for our squares, and we have equal pieces in our circle. That's the whole point of a fraction, is to be equal. So when you are drawing in your, square today, when you're working on your square, I want you to try and make sure that it's equal. So you can see they already have the lines here, and they're showing you different ways that you can cut something up into fourths. So if I have my square, I could cut it sideways. So first I had two pieces, and now I'm cutting my two pieces in half. Whoa, it's like Inception, right? So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. They're all kind of smaller little slivers, little rectangles. Kind of like if you, I don't know, had French toast and you made French toast sticks, right? But when you're coloring this, however you want, make sure that you're not coloring it in half. So it's not half blue, half red. Maybe you're having red, blue, yellow, and green. So you could do 3 different ways of the same type of fraction. Here it is again, but now it's going straight down. The cool one that I like, this is my favorite type of rug, is when it has that X, right? So we saw that cutting up our circle into 4 pieces, I kind of had a little cross, right? Like a T. But it does kind of look like X, kind of like an X-Men or Super Smash Bros. Logo. You can cut your square into 4 pieces too. Cutting it diagonally, this is the nice thing about squares and rectangles, is they have points, so you know exactly where to go. Whereas the circle, it's kind of hard to figure that out. But you can connect both and check that out. You have 4 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all the same size. So if I were to take my little chips, they'd all be the same size, and I could put them back together to make a square. Today, you are going to continue working in the Miss Remet's rug shop, but just make sure that your 4 slices of this rug are all different designs or different colors. That's the first page that you're going to be working on, and I can't wait to see the pictures of all your drawings. When you're done that, you can flip through a couple extra pages to 197. This is a really nice page. I like it a lot. It's page 197. And the nice thing about this page is that it has both halves and fourths. So the top part, let's cut it in half. See, cut it in half. The top part is for halves. The bottom part is for fourths. And I want you to go look at these pictures. Just like the first day we talked about fractions. I want you to see if these pictures are equal, which means that it's fair or it's the same, right? So let's look at this picture. Oh, I see 2. All right, that's definitely a half. And they're the same size. So they are fair, equal halves. But I want you to see if they are unequal, which means it's not fair. That's unfair, Miss Remitz. I'm not getting the same pieces, so it's not the same, right? So you would look for that, and you could cross that one out. I won't be giving it away to you. At the bottom here, you'll be doing the same thing, seeing if it's the same or if it's unfair. If it's the same, that means it's equal. It's a good fraction. Everyone gets the same size. But if it's not the same, that means someone's going to go away upset. So let's see. Ooh, this one looks like what we were working on in our rugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all the same size. So I could go ahead and circle that one. These are the 2 pages that you're going to be doing today. I can't wait to see the pictures of both of them. Well, my first grade friends, that's all I wanted to work on with you this afternoon. As always, you can check out Prodigy or Happy Numbers, or if we got boom cards, or you want to play Zapped from earlier in the year, you can always keep working on yourself as a mathematician. Because when we do the little extra bits or we have fun playing our math games, we're learning at the same time, which is crazy. So today, the 2 pages you will be doing for our afternoon math class, unless you're doing this in the morning, then good for you, you're speedy. These are the 2 pages that you'll be doing, 193 and 197. My friends, as always, let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you next time, all right? Bye!